Welcome to my tutorial on how to make a beautifully simple yet delicious egg sandwich. The materials for the sandwich itself are quite simple. We have a bagel or any bread of your choosing, 2 eggs or 1 egg if you're not super hungry, and a stick of butter. We will not be using the whole stick of butter, but I like using a stick of butter because it gives me a good place to hold on to the stick of butter. Now we have salt and pepper for the eggs, this is mainly preference, and a banana just for fun. We will begin by cracking the eggs into this here bowl. Now, you can either use scrambled eggs or a different kind of egg. I like scrambled because it is my preference, and we're just gonna put it under medium to high heat. Now, I just split apart my bagel or your bread of choosing into 2 pieces. This is essential for the design of a sandwich. Now, if you want a really delicious sandwich, you would put these bagels into a toaster. That looks pretty good. You don't want it to burn, you just want it hot enough so that it sizzles when you put that stuff on. Alright, now when you butter the pan, you want to be very thorough, right? You might even do a few passes on the butter. Now this is to really give the eggs something to lubricate on. Now, you don't want to add all the eggs all at once. You want to add maybe a third, maybe half of the eggs at one time. This gives you a lot of control over the shape of the eggs and the lubrication of the eggs. Now remember to keep shaking your eggs because this will be important later. Alright, now the flip is very dangerous. This is where you could lose your eggs. Oh, that was actually pretty good. That was pretty good. What you want is just for the eggs to be like barely solidified. I'm gonna add more butter. You can't go wrong with more butter. Now the reason why I use butter instead of seed oils is it really brings out a really good flavor. If I were to cover this thing in like canola oil, it would taste kind of dumb. Now we got that really good lubrication on that egg. That's good. We want this. Let's flip it again. Perfect. We got a perfect little egg right there. Now remember, we haven't cooked all of our egg, but the reason why is so we can have a really manageable piece of egg like this. Oh, I almost forgot about the salt and the pepper. All right, we're gonna give it a quick whip with a fork. Eggs cook quite fast, and it doesn't take very long for them to get that perfect texture. You see, the more butter you put on the pan, the easier it is to flip, and that's why butter is such an important part of this technique. And that's why I like the stick, because you can hold it really well. Pop it a little bit. And I'm now going to put it on my bagel. Look at that. Ooh, perfect. All right, we butter the pan. And before it burns the butter too much, want a little bit to get that flavor. Just want a little bit more egg and the rest of the egg. Look at that. Look at that. And you can put that in the sink so you can wash it in several days because you don't like washing dishes and you procrastinate it at every possible chance. You gotta keep it moving so it doesn't get stuck. There we go. Oh, spilled a little. Now, you might say, hey, that's just genetics. Or maybe it's the fact that you train consistently. No, you're wrong. It's the egg sandwiches. Egg sandwiches is also the only reason I'm able to draw these really cool looking comics. This is the Instagram account that I might put stuff on. Honestly, I haven't put stuff on there in a while. But follow this Instagram account if you want to see more comics. Alright, now let's put it on. Now 2 eggs, I believe by itself is a pretty good amount, but on a sandwich it could be a bit much. Now I'm a hungry boy, so I like the amount of 2 eggs, but if you're not hungry enough, maybe just do 1 egg. Now that's looking beautiful. Now, you put the top on, and you've got yourself a simply beautiful egg sandwich. The last step of this tutorial is the most important one. It's to eat your egg sandwich. You handsome son of a bitch, you did it again.